Just getting everything set up here. My OBS was, of course, it was being funky from the start, so I had to restart it, and I forgot I had to restart it, meaning I had to set up a bunch of other stuff again. Facebook said no, it doesn't want me to connect at all, so I guess we're just not even gonna mess with that. We are gonna have a very nice, cozy little stream today. I have a bunch of work that I would like to get done, and then of course I started up, you know, more projects, even though I didn't need help acquiring more projects. I also have an emote, a badge actually, that I'm going to be working on for somebody else. So once I get a good idea of how I'm going to finish up this first thing, I'll move on to their project, and I'm just going to keep moving across all of the different projects that I'm working on. I do have my timer going. I'm going to be doing... I'm going to do an increment of... I usually set it to... I usually do a 10-minute focus session. I'll be doing 3-minute breaks. Long breaks are 9 minutes. And then it's a long break after 3 sessions. So I did realize that I can't hear my game, and that's kind of a big part of what I like playing this game for. I like the little ticking noise. It keeps me focused better. I'm just gonna set all this aside while we work on everything. Set this aside as well. Good morning. Hello. Good morning to you. Great to have you here. Alright, so this is the first... I'll show you guys a quick rundown on everything I'm working on right now. So I have this emote badge that is coming to my Purple Palace for new subscribers. Then I have this badge that I'm going to be working on. It's like going to be a piece of glass. Mirror, like a broken piece of mirror. I'm working on this chair, which I had to keep lining out and then coloring today, rendering in. And then I'm working on this logo. So I have all these different things. Oh, it's almost 4 p.m. for you? Wow, it's only 9:54 a.m. here. How are you today? I'm doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Just gonna lock in. We're playing a game called On Together, which is sort of a body doubling game. I'm gonna have that running in the background. I might even lower my music a little bit because it's quite loud in my ear, but I want to hear the game louder. So if I do this, I'm gonna just drop that a little bit from my side. Yeah, much better. Okay. I couldn't hear myself thinking for a second there. I had a little too loud. But yeah, this is the there's gonna be text on top of this, but now that I did all the mock-up for it and it's gonna work out, I now need to come back here and actually do... Wait a second, this game has its own music going on that I need to pause. You can hear it. This needs to stop. Oh, is it not playing music? I think my brain is just doing that thing where I'm hearing all the different notes in my current music. I must be a certain level of stimulated right now. Why am I hearing that? Wait, I must be tripping. No, okay, cool. I am hearing music from the game. I was like, whoa, what is that? Too many sounds. I want to hear my music. I like my bossa nova music better than this. It's not letting me... Here, I'm just... Boop. Which gonna drop that all the way down because I want to hear the game. I like the ticking noise. There we go. Perfect. Let's go good so far. Thank you. Yeah, I like the way it looked on the mock-up, so I'm gonna... Now I'm kind of pulling back, that way I can render everything out. It's mostly symmetrical, so it shouldn't take me too long. I don't even know how much I want to actually thicken up these lines though. Usually I use a lot of varying line width in my work. And for this specific project, I'm kind of considering just keeping it all pretty monoline. I'm gonna take a look at how I feel about it. Because I'm referencing what some other people have done with this kind of stuff. It's called Vtuber logos. Give me 1 second. Man, my dog has been having this thing today where he wants to keep going and laying on my other dog, and my other dog's getting irritated with it, so I'm telling him don't do that. It's literally like having a couple of children. So, ears. I'm gonna start with the ears. I'm gonna definitely thicken up the outside. There's no questions on that. You know, it's funny how the brain filters out things that are important to you once you're becoming aware of them. Because the moment, I'm not even joking, my phone has been dead silent all morning. In fact, I was wondering what was going on with it because I thought maybe the notifications weren't working on it. And as soon as I went live, I mean, I am talking about like 5 seconds after I hit that button, bro, I get a phone call. It was a spam call, it wasn't anything important. I knew it wasn't gonna be, but that's even more the reason why I rolled my eyes immediately, because I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Get out of here. I've since now muted my notifications because I'm locking in right now, but I just thought that was so funny. No way. No. Don't mind me changing my seat in game 1,000 times. I wanted it to look good on stream. Oh, did you really? I didn't notice you were changing your seat. It looks so cute. I love seeing our characters sitting with each other. It isn't counting my likes. Is it really not? There. Maybe I had to... I don't know if the connection had ever... All of my technical stuff is acting funky. Even my FB didn't want to connect, so I just gave up on it. I sat to your left at first, but then I was blocking your character. Oh! That was an interesting noise. I think that was in the game. No, it isn't. Oh, that's not fair. You know what's funny? It's not even counting you as a viewer. Right now, it's saying I have no viewers, but you're sitting here clearly like chatting with me. I thought that was interesting. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but because you're talking about how it's not counting stuff for me, I think TT just like gets mad at me sometimes. I don't even see this, bro. I don't even see that. That's horrible. Why is it doing that? Neither do I, apparently. Oh, I do not like what's going on with this line, but I'm just gonna merge them and fix it. I don't need this drawing assist on anymore. We're basically doing all of this symmetrical, so I'm just gonna do one ear. Got one ear, so I'm just gonna draw you with one ear. Yeah, this whole thing looks too crunchy. I'm gonna fix that. Too crunchy. Yeah, that works for me. How are you? I'm doing amazing. How are you doing today? I'm just locking in a little bit, getting some work done. Hi, Kai. How are you? I think one of my favorite things about this game is how you can kind of hang out with friends and then no one has to necessarily be stressed out about talking because you got the text chat. I have had people ask, well, how's it any different from Discord? I feel like there's a lot of reasons why. How are you doing, by the way? Are y'all getting any work done? Are we gonna do some relaxing today? Believe it or not, I consider relaxing a productive thing as well. I schedule my relaxation days. In fact, Sunday was technically my rest day, and as you can see, instead of resting, I did work instead, but I digress. Oh, I should have drawn the drawing assist on for that, but I'll just flip it later. See, I like the music in the game, I just don't like listening to it because lo-fi makes me want to sleep. I like more bossa nova, jazzy stuff like this. If I don't mind, could I explain a little bit more about your disorder? Or is it a sensitive topic? No, it's not a sensitive topic at all. I actually have some more in-depth videos on my YouTube channel about my DID and how I experience it. Oh, this is technically a long break. See, now I feel bad because I wasn't focusing this whole time. Now I don't want to take a break. This is why I never use Pomodoro timers, because it happened. So instead, I'll just take a break when I decide I'm going to take one. I know that's not the healthy thing. So certain topics I've explained a little bit more in depth, you know, holding relationships, friendships, things like that. What DID feels like for me. And what are you curious about specifically? Just everyday life, or how does it feel? Someone recently asked me how it felt, and I realized that I'd never quite noticed before, but the good way I describe it is it kind of feels like being born over and over again sometimes. In fact, I am particularly not afraid of death for some reason. It kind of worries me at night. You know how some people stay up at night and they worry about the point of life and like if they're gonna die? I kind of sit there and I more am worried about like I'm always more worried about like, so what kind of stuff should I leave around and tell my family that way they can sell it off and pay for everything? Like, all I'm more worried about is me not, it's as if I'd never been here. Is that weird? That might be weird. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that. Clunk! Hi, Clunk! It's so good to see you, bud. I'm doing good. Thought I'd drop by to say hi since it's been a while. Oh, that's very nice of you, Kai. Thank you. And hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, when you guys disappear for a little while, and then you come back, it is a bittersweet enjoyment I get out of it, because when I disappear offline, it's usually, since I'm doing, you know, more work on the ground, more local work, if you will, like with myself or the people around me, or just anything. My home, I have a really deep relationship with my home. Like, I love cleaning my house. I'm just curious of what it was. I've never heard of it before. Oh, so it's DID stands for Dissociative Identity Disorder, and it did used to be called Multiple Personality Disorder at one point. I know some people still call it that. I think that's a little bit confusing of a term. I need to hide this bow because that is very hard to see past. There we go. I'm gonna work on this collar now. You see how bad my line art is once I get close. That's why I kind of come back and try to clean it. Should I do an assisted? If I do an assist, then I won't have to worry about copying over like I'm gonna have to with the bow. Oh, crow's sake. Amazing, actually. I really wanted to get some work done today. And no, you know what? I am gonna turn. I don't like the drawing assist thing for certain stuff, so I'm just gonna do what I did with the bow and just draw half of it and flip it over in Photoshop. How are you doing today, Clunk? You doing any gaming? I don't let myself game on Mondays because Wednesdays are my gaming days. Unless it's a game, like say I sit here and get 2 hours of focus work done, and I'm really proud of it and it's time for a good break, I'll play cozy games. The ones that kind of don't really meet the quota for my Wednesday mainstreams. That's always nice. Kind of removes the stress of having to play every game on stream as well, because sometimes I get stuck in that weird mentality. Probably later, got class. Oh, okay. So in short, it's a disorder about not being able to find yourself. I don't know, I got a whole lot of solves that I can find right now. There was a video I saw, and I really meant to do a sort of follow-up commentary on it. And it was describing the idea that essentially most people, they grow up to develop likes and dislikes for a single self, right? Like, you know who you are. You're one person. Your name is insert name. So if I, you know, that's fine. If I was Ash, then I'm just Ash, because that's my name, by the way, is Ash. But what happens with DID systems? And by the way, I didn't get diagnosed until I was 33. I'm 36 now, so I'm still fairly new to navigating and then diplomatically discussing this thing. So this is only ever my experience on it. But when I saw that video describing the idea that, you know, most people coalesce into a single entity, and when it comes to DID systems, what we've done is we exist in, they're not unique of, like, okay, I'm trying to add context to this so it makes sense, because it was confusing for me. When I first went to the therapist, I actually thought I had schizophrenia, but they explained to me that I would not have, bye, Clunk! Have a great stream. Oh, yes! Oh my goodness, I saw your mention of, come on guys, this is your chance. And I was like, dude, I need to do it. I need to do it. Thank you for popping in, Clunk. I hope you have a great day. Good luck with your classes. So, with oh, thank you for the roses. Hehe, roses. I'm gonna eat them. Ah. Oh wait, no, I don't think you're supposed to eat roses. I dry them? I keep them? But yeah, when it came to being diagnosed and everything, I legitimately just thought I had some sort of schizophrenic disorder or something. I didn't know, you know? And when it comes to my alters, it's not like they are individualistic of me, but it's not like they all don't know each other. Some of them do actually know each other. Some of them have relationships. For example, when when Valentine got kicked out of being a protector and it fell back onto Bianca, Johnny, and Class Clown, Bianca and Johnny actually developed a relationship without me even knowing. I had to slowly learn that about them when they were willing to let me know. So yeah, it's so weird to explain. They don't act against me. I think that's why they call it a system, really. It's like a system that works within me. But I can't control all of them all the time, though. That's not how that works either. I've seen some systems who apparently can, they have the luxury of, you know, sort of pulling out alters whenever they want and utilizing them. I can't do that. When an alter of mine kicks up, that's all. My disassociation feels a lot like being a video camera in the corner of like a building or something. You ever walk into a building and you kind of like get this sense of something, and you look around and all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's a video camera right there in the corner of the room. Okay, now pretend that you're the video camera, becoming aware of yourself, noticing that there's a video camera in the room. That's how I feel when I go into heavy dissociation. So I'm seeing myself do things and act certain ways that I cannot control. Period. Unless I get very lucky and somebody around me happens to know some sort of way to pull me back out of a rapid alter front, which is very rare, and it doesn't always work even if you do utilize the tool that has worked previously. For example, if I start getting a really bad alter front from Ash Guts, we've discovered that putting on Saria's song from Zelda Ocarina of Time for N64 will calm her down. But not all the time. If she's already way past and she's taken complete control of me, there's nothing I can do. At that point, you and I and any other observer are just along for the ride. No, I need the eraser. There's a reason why I saved this really tiny eraser. It's because I like to soften up these edges on the inside of my lines. Every time I try to get away with not doing it, I'm just like, no, I can't. I cannot leave that way. I will not leave it that way. There we go. Oh, it just looks so much better. Like, it just looks so much better. I can't resist. Oh, so you know all of your characteristics already. Hey, Hattie. No, I don't know all of them, actually. And not all of them have even modern aesthetics or needs. For example, Mary Beth is quite older than a lot of them. She's like 65. And she's not even from this timeline. She's like a British woman. And she wears like Victorian clothing and stuff. She doesn't even know what technology is, and she doesn't interact with it. Alright, I think I'm good for that. I'm gonna have to start rendering. I'm trying to decide if I should render this in Procreate or just render it in Photoshop. I hate to admit that I'm kind of more fast and comfortable rendering certain things in Procreate now because I just use it so often. I saw somebody asking earlier about Procreate and if it was free, and the person they were asking said no, it's not free, and they're like, oh, never mind, I'll just stick to Krita then. But I couldn't help thinking, dude, I legitimately bought an $1,800 device, which was my iPad, strictly for an $8 program, because when I bought Procreate it was $8, and I have no regrets, not a single one. I'm so happy that I did that. Alright, I know it's hard to tell what I'm doing right now, but I'm organizing all the layers that are gonna have to be split. So this is gonna be the back of the collar, because I'm putting something in between the front of the collar and the back of the collar. So you have to split those two layers up. That way you'll be able to put it in between them. So that is the back. That'll be the front. Yes. Okay, cool. What is this? What is that? Who in the world? When did I do that? Okay. Oh, I know why I did that. Because it has assisted on. Okay, I'll turn that off. I don't need that. Not even worried about the left side of the picture anymore. This is why I stay muted during VCs whenever I'm really focused on work, because I talk to myself so much. However, it's kind of the benefit of just going into a bonus stream. Not too quiet. Oh. Yeah, I gotta clean these up a little bit. I put the thicker lines down, but I didn't actually come in with my detailer. I made these monoliner brushes, and they're actually one of my favorite things I've ever made. I really need to put them online. I'd put them up for free as well, because when I first was looking up how to make brushes, I was just like, what? What is this? What is this sorcery? You can do so much with brush making. I started making assets as well, which is like procedural assets. So patterns that other people can use and stuff. And oh my god, it is very addicting. Oh. Line right here is just bugging me. Ah. I love the idea of maybe playing some Fantasy Life or My Sims too, though. I don't know, every time I log into Fantasy Life, I feel like I start to get overwhelmed. Alright, I can clean that up. Ah. There we go. Oh, so much better. Alright, I better stop obsessing over line work or I will never do anything else. Oh, wait, I didn't think about... I guess I'm gonna do the lighting from... actually the front? Ooh. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Shading, ooh ha ha. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot, dude. I discovered this new amazing tool that someone showed me, where you can literally just color fill with the lasso. Oh, so good. Saves me years of frustration. There we go. Yeah, that's fine for me. Flipping mask. I just love this game so much. Seeing it in the bottom corner is adorable. I couldn't decide if I should set the stream info to the game or to co-working. Maybe I should look it up. What is going on in co-working? Because it is technically a game, but I have so much more other stuff going on that I think, well, maybe it should just be co-working. Wait, I don't even see it on here. Oh, I think because of the dash. Oh. No, I don't even see a game category for it. Okay. To be fair, it's still a demo, so they have so many people who play this game, and it's crazy that it's still a demo. I might have to reference rat ears to make sure I color this in correctly, but I think that's, you know, it's like how complicated could it be? Maybe a little bit more under here. Yeah. That brush does not get very big. I feel as if there should just be more somehow. Maybe like this. Yeah. Well, hello! Oh, Insomniac! Hi, friend! Hello, how are you today? Thank you for the heart me. I missed you guys! I didn't get to see either of y'all on my stream this morning because I slept in quite a bit. I went to bed. I was on adult time last night, man. I went to bed at 10 p.m. No, 9:30, which is very late for me because I'm usually in bed by like 7 p.m. Do I still not exist? I'm just the breeze. I know. How come you're not showing up as like a person? What is it going? That's so weird. I've never seen that happen to someone before. I'm so sorry. It says must have been the wind. It was me. Oh my goodness. Just hanging out with Nerdy and Stacy watching my. Oh, that's fun. Okay. What movie are y'all watching? Is it Haname's? A Haname movie? I love Haname's. No, I actually really don't like anime. I think that's why I'm being a jackass about it. I have a lot of friends that really like it though, and I do try to enjoy it. I like anime art. I'm not good at enjoying anything that's very fictional though. I usually consume non-fiction concepts. One of the Jurassic Parks, sick. That's cool. I did like Jurassic Park when I was growing up. Let's see here. I think, yeah. That looks overextended, but it's easier to overextend it. I'm just gonna go with my instinct on that now. Wait, if the lighting's coming from... yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. If you still have selected it, just... oh, I love that tool so much. Wait, I just realized something. If I'm gonna do this, do I color in my line art? I gotta look up Vtuber logos to get an idea. Do they color in their line art? They do! Okay, cool. Fun. I still get to basically use my same style for this. I've just never done a Vtuber logo before. It's very intimidating when I've never done something before. You guys have been in call for 15 hours. That's awesome. I dig that kind of friendship. I've got, I think he's asleep right now, but I have a friend named Shady who hangs out, and he and I will just sit and voice call for hours. We won't even undeafen. We'll just do basically what I'm doing now. Like, we'll be cleaning or doing art on our own accord. Text back every now and then. We'll even, like, wrap up all of our study session with watching this we watch Degrassi, really trying to get through all the episodes of it just because it's freaking a funny show. At this point, it's been entertaining in a funny way. But yeah, we'll just like wrap up with watching something and still not undeafen. By the way, the only reason this coloring is going so fast is because I'm working on something for my own brand, and that means I already have my color palette set aside. So I'm not just pulling these colors out of nowhere. I am not an expert that way, I promise. It took me forever to make my color palette. Wait, that is not dark enough, actually. I'm gonna even warm it up a little bit. Yeah, that's way better. There's not enough contrast in that other color. Honestly, I might darken that even- no, wait, because if I'm doing a reflective surface... Has the universe acknowledged me? No! Nice. Wheelchair bound Drake is all I remember from that. Oh yeah, he's not in the show anymore at this point. All of the OGs are gone. We're watching a bunch of newer characters, and frankly, I feel as if at this point it's literally full definition of background noise. We just have it kind of going while we're doing other stuff. I'm not as enticed by this cast as I was with the other ones. I really liked Ellie and JT and all them, so I think I'm just gonna color this in. Wait, I'll do this. Just to insinuate, and then I'll drop down all the valleys. Ooh, it's like lighter. Yeah. Lighter is light. Figure out what I want to do about. You know what? I'll just drop a transparent brush on it because otherwise. Oh, nice. I'm very sorry, Ash. I can't like your life since I don't exist in there. Oh, wait. So that's even better. You're watching your own show while he watches his own thing. That is hilarious. I love that. True friendship right there. Alright, my brain was lagging for a second. Now... might actually be too chiseled. Almost dropped my pencil. Okay, there we go. I don't know if I like that. Maybe more like this. Oh yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks much better. Looks like I'm a rat ear to me. I think I can even make a little bit better. I think I did that too hard. Ah. Why are you being funky? Stop. Okay. Quit being funky. There we go. I think I needed more space for that drop. Ooh. There we go. I cannot wait to color the line art for this. That's always when it starts looking really pretty. I gotta hide this color, it is totally in my way. Just while I'm rendering this out. kept all these layers separate, I could animate it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm always making myself do so much work to animate stuff now. Sweet, I like that. Invert. Yes, perfect. Oh my god, first drop. Loved that. Get into that flow zone a little bit. I see something I kind of went over, but it's okay because I can easily get this back to where it was. I basically did something like this. There you go, close enough. I'm gonna be drawing in that anyways. Yes, amazing. All right, then I get to do my highlights. Should I color in the line art first? Yeah, I'm gonna color in the line art first. I'm having trouble visualizing everything until I do that. I'm gonna alpha lock. In case y'all are ever wondering how to color your line art and make it look a billion times better, you just alpha lock it. And then I'm gonna come in here and start dropping some of this really cool blue. It might actually be too cool of a blue. I'm gonna make it greener. Yeah, that's cool. I can do that. Especially the areas where it's gonna be white. Ooh, I just said that and then I put that where there's not light. What am I doing? Like when I draw my guidelines, I go, okay guys, as long as I stick to my guidelines, and then I just don't do that at all. Happens so often. Oh, I think this is still assisted. I'm gonna put that off. It's confusing me. Alright, then I can come in with some of my actual color from in here. Yeah, that's when it starts looking real shiny. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I think I can see where I'm gonna put the highlight for that now. I don't like what I did with that though. Let's do that more like up here. And I'll just pull it out like that. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Ear liner. Alright, I'm actually gonna steal color from here. What timer is that? Oh, that's supposed to be a long break timer? Dang. Wow, it's actually already almost been an hour. That makes me so happy, because I'm locked in right now. I always get a little bit nervous that on the days I really want to lock in, if I try to stream it, that I wouldn't be able to, but it's always nice when it works out. That is cute. I like that. I'm actually going to switch over. I forgot. I like using my lowish soft round for coloring my line art sometimes. It's got like a little bit more of a chisel effect to it for certain areas. Now the pink, definitely gonna have to darken that. But it's gonna look so cute. Yeah, it just immediately makes it look so nice getting to color the line art. And then what I like is if I go overboard, I'll just grab something from in here and try to bring it like back to the actual tone I have it. That's cute. It does jump a little bit fast up here, so I'm gonna pull this out a little bit more. Otherwise, that is looking amazing. I love that. And this is a little bit dark as well. There you go. Cool. Ooh, I did forget the collar. Ooh, what is that? That weird line. Why did I leave that there? I'm gonna fix that. This? What is that? No. No, no, no. There we go. Oh, and there's also something weird going on here. Oh, that might have been from when I cut the other piece off. Because I split it. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I need to look at that by itself then. It looks fine. Ooh, that is a problem. I'm just gonna draw in where this is not meeting. That's from when I cut it apart and I didn't do a very good job, so. Okay, because this is gonna be behind. There. That should be totally fine now. I will need that split up later. Well, hello, Mooney! Mooney, hi! I was just talking about you! How are you? I was saying that I missed you guys because I didn't get to catch your stream earlier this morning. I slept in too much. Usually you're up whenever I'm kind of starting to wake up. But this morning I slept in. Because I was up later longer than normal. Now I can alpha lock all of this. How did your games go? You usually play Fortnite, right? Usually, I think that's what I see you playing most of the time. Is that even a lighter shade, or am I tripping right now? Okay, yes it is. Look at, am I coloring with nothing right now? Yeah, that'll be fine. Doing the line art color for the collar isn't too hard because it's gotta be relatively dark. But at least where the highlight is gonna be on the strap, I want to put that there. That would be awesome. Where's my other line art? Okay, it's right here. I'm trying to remember because I have to... The fact that these are split, I'm gonna have to do... I think right here is where I'll color the line art. Yes! Oh my god, that's so hot. Look at that. Oh! Yes! Ooh! That is why it is so worth doing your darks and then pulling forward. Just a moment of admiration there. That made me so happy. That really pulls it forward. And I know I haven't rendered this down yet, but I'm going to. It looks very funky. Going to... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hide this front band so I can actually see really quick. Nah, I overdid that. Let me do this. Because the shape of the band would be curving in. Ooh, thank you! You're gonna help me get the dino nuggies! guys, it's coming. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I love getting to do... I mean, I love gaming with y'all, don't get me wrong. But if you look back into my 2010 years, my first streams were always me doing art. Like, that is my passion. That's why I do it full time. Ah, the roses! I always want to say thank you for La Rosa, but isn't there an actual Rosa on... I think there is. So I never accidentally want to say the wrong thing. Alright, I'm gonna do the rendering in for this bad boy here. You can see I'm a big fan of clipping masks because they're a non-deprecating way to work on your stuff. Clipping masks and regular masks save lives, I promise you this. I'm gonna darken all that. I never even cel shaded this. I just noticed that. I'm just gonna do it all on the same layer then. Probably two. I think at this point I'm too. Ooh, there's a Rosa! Yeah, thanks. See, I knew there was one. You're so awesome. Thank you for the gifts this morning. I'm not gonna lie. Can I be vulnerable with you guys really quick? This morning I woke up and I knew I really wanted to work on art. Monday is one of my get out of bed and work on art days. Now, I have been purposefully trying to experiment with adding more days to my stream schedule, but not just for gaming, like actually for other things I like doing, such as my art. Well, I go to check out the listing page for everybody else that's streaming the same category as me, which would be co-working. There's a lot of people doing it right now. And then I was like, okay, well, what about the art category? Also, super full of really cool people with very big numbers, scary numbers. So I was like, for about 5 minutes there, I actually almost didn't stream because all I could think was, like, well, who's gonna come to my stream with all these other people that clearly have way more viewers and stuff? And then I thought about it longer and I said, hold on, you know full well that that is not how that works. You're gonna stream because you like streaming yourself working. It keeps you accountable. You're doing this for yourself, and sometimes you do have to show up for yourself and maybe once in a while by yourself. But I'm so freaking lucky because I still decided to stream, and it's like my friends are still popping in and it's just an honor, you know? Me, hi. Here with the answer. Me. Dang, I did not split the line art. Well, I did originally split the line art for my spikes, and then I decided to combine them, which I should not have done. But I think I can make this work. If anything, I'll have to do a little bit of erasing in awkward areas. See how, like, that looks awkward now? Or I could clip it. I think I'm just gonna clip it. Or mask it, I mean. So any of these funky areas, that way I'm not deleting the original line art, but yeah, this really funky spot here, I gotta fix that. It will absolutely irritate me. This is gonna be a logo, so I want it to be clean. And then if I overdo it, I can just switch back over to my white. And the line art will still be there. I'm just gonna pull it back forward where I want it again. There we go. Dang, those timers, like, time is going by so fast when I'm locked on. What a time to come in. Right? It really was. And I rarely talk about viewership numbers and stuff too, so that was particularly funny coincidence. I think I'll just lasso these and make best of it from that point. Oh, that is the wrong color. Is that looking good? Oh, because I'm in my mask, right? Yes, that's fine. Ah, too big. Way too big. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to put the... this looks very confusing while I'm working on it, but I'm doing the assets for the logo part. So once I get the text on there, I promise it looks a little bit more sensible. Right now it just looks like a bunch of stuff that's not connected, because essentially the font of the graphics design part of this is what's going to keep it all connected. But I'm designing them all individually because I'm going to want to be able to move them around when I go to mock this up. Why are you mad at me? What was wrong? No. No! What is this weird dialogue that's here? I feel like I've opened this up before and I had no idea how to get rid of it. There. Okay. There you go, that's fine. So what do we do here mainly? Drawing? So every Wednesday from 1 to 5 p.m. I usually game. I'm a variety gamer. And then sometimes on Saturdays I will do a bonus stream where I'm collabing with my Discord community and we'll play fun games like Helldivers 2 or Dark Tide, just things like that. But this week I didn't end up doing a bonus stream on Saturday. I'm doing my bonus stream today on Monday. So for my Mondays, I just get client work done. I gotta work on an emote badge for another streamer at some point whenever I'm tired of working on this. I feel as if I need to add more, like that looks weird. I need to add more line art. There's not enough line art where there should be more line art. I think I'm just gonna try and brush it in softly with this. Oh, that's too big. Wait, something else is covering that. I can't tell what. You know what? Maybe if I just use this smudge tool to... Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna smudge that through. I'm gonna connect that line art. It looks funky. And not in a good way funky. There, that's better. Oh, it's still bugging me. What is what is that doing? Oh dear, it's time for an ad break here in a second. That's okay because I actually really do gotta use the bathroom. So, oh, and it looks as if we're in our extended break anyway, so that's kind of a good timing on the Pomodoro. And keep this bad boy minimized, that way it's not in the way. On my be right back screen, and I'm gonna run those ads really fast, that way I can go stretch, and then I'm gonna grab another bottle of water and go to the bathroom. So I'll see you in like 3 minutes. Oh, I just realized my music isn't playing. I guess I paused it on accident, so it's just that really awkward, like, ticking noise. Alright, let's see about where I am on this one. Oh yeah, I was saying something about this line art bugging me. Oh, I see what I... okay. This is what wasn't letting me quite do what I needed to do. My fault as well, because I'm the one who alpha locked. There we go. So much better. And now... I'm pretty sure I can start highlighting. This little area is kind of bugging me. I'm gonna pull this shadow out. Oh, that is way too much. Yeah, got it. Cool. Yep. Now I'm going to do highlights, and we're going to pull everything over into Photoshop, and that's where I'm going to lay out all the text for this. I think it might be better for me just show you all my whole desktop. Some of a bunch of different programs I have to go through for when I'm doing stuff like this. But no. Ooh, one of my favorite things is literally highlighting, so I have to wait very patiently for this part. Oh, it's going to be way too big.
Yeah, shiny.
Wondering if I should do reflection of that shine in the line art. I guess I can just test it out, see how it looks, and decide from there. It might be too much. Let's see. No, that's not too bad. I can do that. Ooh, that's too much. Yeah, that's actually sick. I like that. Highlight on the actual collar band. I don't like making my highlights on my collars look too crazy because then it starts looking like latex. Wow, that got really bright at some point, I guess. Blue tint, though. Yeah, there you go. I think I'm just gonna soft brush it in. Oh, it's gonna look funky. Yeah, there we go. Then I'll just do my highlight line. That brush is massive. Why is it so big? It jumps down in size so drastically. I'm just trying to figure out if that's even the approach I want to take. Ugh, maybe not. That's like a really chiseled edge. If I am gonna do that, I think I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I'd have to pull this down. Oh! Wrong eraser. I'd have to pull this down a little bit more flat. Want to do a straight line? Decisions. Yeah, I'll do that. For now. I might change it later. It's irritating me too much to want to work on it right now, so I'm just gonna move to a different area. Well, hello. How are y'all doing today? Do I want to do a reflective band of highlight? Like that? Or am I just gonna... I think I might just do it in this little corner. This. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I want to keep it really simple and clean. Now I have that song from Kingdom Hearts in my head. I think I just want some more room to pull this fade out though. And like very minimally. That pink color.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do the ribbon. Oh, that is not the color I need. There we go. Down? Doesn't look like it. Am I tripping? That does not look like it's laying down color. Oh, it is, but... Oh, I see what's wrong. I'm on the wrong... I need to be up here. Or down here. There we go. What in the world is happening?
Yeah. What the Ash doing?
A little bit of body doubling. Mel is actually chilling right here on this little table with me. We're playing On Together.
How cute is this?
Getting all the Pomodoro timers done.
What are you doing?
I'm actually very close to getting to move on to the next part of this project. I think I'm just gonna put all of these in their own group. That way I don't have to keep grabbing each one individually. Oh, why did that happen? Oh, oh, I see why. I can see this better. Mecha Breakin', if you want to play sometime. Oh, you're still playing Mecha Break. That is awesome. Have you still been playing with your friends? I know you said you got some friends into it. There we go. That's looking awesome. I am gonna change some of the line art color. I had a feeling I would be back to do that once I started putting some of these highlights down. Not too extreme, but just like here, there, on top here. Cool, I like that. That might be too much. I think what it is I need to move this reflective one down here. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, cool. You're solo queuing. They did drop the game. Finish the current season path, so I'm just doing some weeklies. Oh, okay. That game is so pretty. Honestly, the clip that I have from that game alone made it so worth it. Like, I have to keep uninstalling that one, Helldivers, like shuffling the games I have, because we flipped through all the different sort of collab games that we have, or multiplayer games. Have you played, it's a multiplayer game, but it's one of those like party multiplayer games. It's called Break something? Ooh, a new voice. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I love those new notifications. They make me so happy. How are you doing today, Ron? What is this game I was talking about? I know that Steam will show me my newest games I installed, right? If I scroll down. Oh, it's called Cuff Bust. It's really cute. Oh, well, thank you for popping in over here. Things might look a little bit clearer on this side. Alright, I think we are good to pop into Photoshop, and then we can start playing with the text and everything. Yeah, this looks great. Oh, I see what I have. One tiny thing I have forgotten on the highlights is this top middle portion of the bow, I'm pretty sure. Not much, but just this whole area here. The focus is going to be towards the center light of everything. This makes sense to me. What is this portion referring to? Oh, the ears! Yeah, I'm already done with the ears. My dog is so butthurt that I have not pulled him up into my gaming chair. He's like, ugh, I can't believe this. Wait. I'm gonna do a little bit of right now. Oh, I don't like that. Gone too fast with it. There we go. Why is my fingy tip not working? Okay. Oh, oh, are you the person who was like not counting as a viewer? That's so funny. Cause, okay, once again, I don't usually talk about viewership numbers and stuff, but I was kind of quietly tilting my head over here because I saw you talking to me, but then I see that it says in a very big, you know, 0 viewers. So I was like, I was kind of tripping over here for a second. So I was like, wait, what? Am I just like imagining things? And then the fact that you kept talking to me, I was like, wait, no, this is really a person. So what is happening? Oh, that is so funny. I'm just kind of hitting up a few little spots where the line art's not transitioning enough for me. Also darkening some other areas back again. Kind of a push and pull process, just like life. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 5 steps forward, 1 more back again. Bitch, yeah. One more thing I want to do. I just want to make this a little bit more blue rather than red, and then that's cool. I'm good on this. So now I need to export this as a a PSD. Okay, but I'm actually going to show y'all my desktop instead here in a second, because I have to work in Photoshop and stuff, and Photoshop doesn't work unless I show my whole desktop because I use multiple windows in it. So let me now. Gonna upload our PSD. I'm gonna have to download a couple of fonts as well. I found them last night. I just didn't feel like downloading them. What are we doing right now? We are doing the Vtuber logo. That PSD will give me all my layers, and then we'll have to break everything back apart again and put it all back together again. Good times, good times. Alright, so here's what we're gonna be working at. We're moving into Photoshop. This is actually something I was working on from, but that's clearly not mustache. This is actually my sauce emote set, and I really love this set. It sells quite well on my Etsy. So I'm thinking about, I'm trying to figure out a way to use the same way I sell this emote set for other things that I'm going to be selling. So that's what I was looking at here. This is the project I'm currently working on, but out of date, so I'm just going to throw that away. We don't really need that. Go to my drive. I'm going to grab the PSD that I just downloaded. Wait, oh dear. Of course it would do that. Wait, what? Yeah. What? No, why does it want to do that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Here, try again. There you go. Alright. This is stretch break. I'm taking myself a quick little arms. I stopped Helldivers. Didn't have a good experience with that game. When you say you didn't have a good experience, ooh, you got your daily bread. What'd you get? A hot clash bun. Oh my hot clash bun. When you say you didn't have a good experience, do you mean like you had a specifically bad experience, or you just genuinely didn't have a good time playing it? Or, I mean, generally didn't have a good time playing it. I'm curious because I have my own interesting mixed feelings about Helldivers too, so. Alright, we do not need this. Oh yeah, and I said I'm gonna have to download fonts. So I will do that really quick on my other screen. Have to figure out what they're called. I think one was called Wedge. Yeah, so one of them is called Wedges and the other one's called Mary Kate. Neither of these are commercial licenses, so I'm just using them for my own personal thing. I am gonna look into it. Maybe I just need to draw my own bubble font, you know? If I study these fonts enough, I could probably just draw my own. Especially if I were to do commissions for things like this. But for now, since it's just for me. Okay. That is not the same Mary Kate that I'm using. Dang. Let's see if I can find it in a different place. Yeah, okay, I found it. We're gonna look up if this place is safe first though. It's free font download save. Safe place to get new fonts. Yes, it is. Open font license. Affinity. It's on Affinity. I don't recognize this website name, so I don't know if I want to download from them. Fonts free. Oh, looks like the right font. I'm just gonna grab this one. My computer explodes. My bad. Alright, so I'm gonna install Mary Kate. Then I have to install Wedges. Alright, cool. I didn't like the solo diver meta where all my friends go to opposite ends of the map. No teamwork at all. Oh. Also didn't enjoy losing samples because it just triggers my loss aversion. Oh, loss aversion, huh? What's that? I'm gonna look that up really quick. Loss aversion. The psychological concept. Oh, interesting. I had never heard of loss aversion before. I could easily see that being a thing for me. Give me 1 second. I hear my dog wandering around, and I don't know if maybe she's trying to go outside, so I'm gonna open the door for her. I've got a new dog. I mean, she's an older dog, but she's a new old dog. I'm trying to make sure she understands she can go outside whenever, like, if I hear her walking out there trying to go outside, that I'll let the door open for her. So this is gonna be the main big font that I'm using. I essentially mocked up everything in my Canva, right? So this is what I'm looking at from what I messed around with all the basic shapes and renders I had yesterday, and these were the fonts that I ended up liking. So that's why I downloaded them. Are you good, little bro? Okay, my other dog's choking maybe? Hold on. It literally is like having a bunch of children because I got 4 dogs. They're all small, but... Yeah, thank you for teaching me that term. I didn't know that loss aversion was a thing, and I completely can understand that feeling. Okay, we're gonna need this to be like way bigger. Maybe an 8? Maybe not 8, like 600? Ooh, that might be too big. Maybe 550. I know, everybody says that, and at this point, I'm just gonna lean with it. Because no matter what I do to try to define little space Ash, it just everyone still says LittLeash. I don't know why. I wish I would have thought about this when I first designed it. Hold on, let me go check on the other dog really quick. Maybe we can figure out something together. So, something I was thinking about doing when it comes to splitting up the words, right? Without having to actually put a big divide between them, is when I look up Vtuber logos, I've noticed a specific thing about some of these. I'm just gonna open up like the very first one on here. So when I look at this, I've noticed that they change up the colors of the individual letters, or they'll draw a texture in one of the letters. There's almost always like an outline or a drop on them, but yeah, I'm thinking of doing something similar to this where it's like changing just the specific letter colors and maybe adding some sort of cool texture on top. I don't know what the texture would be. Imagine hauling 10 super samples, but you get ambushed at the extraction and lose everything. It feels awful. Yeah, oh, yes, okay, that puts it even more into context what you were saying about loss aversion. Okay, you know what? I have one for you then on that. So, when I played, when I would play that one game, the one with the really flappy heads, it's a funny game, and it is a good game. I liked it, but I struggled getting into that one for exactly what you're talking about, because I felt like there was always more I could be grabbing and that I was constantly missing out on, or like not. And then, oh my goodness, if you filled up the cart with a bunch of stuff and then somebody started trolling and like blows up the cart and you lose everything, oh, I don't like that. The easiest way would be to color each word differently or make the... Oh yeah, I was already gonna do that. Man, you had me all scared. Don't be scaring me like that. Yeah, that's definitely the plan. I just gotta... I'm still drafting everything out, so I have to actually get to that point first. But I finished just now rendering all of the visual part for the actual graphic. Now what I have to do, which I just pulled it into Photoshop to start doing, is mocking out where the letters are going to be. I need to symmetrically copy over everything I've already done on the right side, because you can see the left side's not rendered. The right side is. And then I'm going to start working on the actual letters. This is taking me longer than I would have expected it to, but I mean, I've never done a Vtuber logo before, so progress is progress. And then, because I pulled it into here, I do have to actually kind of like group these all up in a way that's going to make sense for me in Photoshop. So this is going to be the bow. And then... this will be the ear. And I will be copying all of this over. There. Ear. And the game you were thinking about is called Repo. Yeah, Repo. I liked that game. I just didn't like how easy it was for even on accident. I accidentally grieved my team when you think about it, because I was the person that blew up the cart on accident, and I was like, dude, that is not fun. No part of losing everything we just worked for is fun. Okay, I think this should be all of the collar back, right? Yeah, this has its own layer because I made sure to do that, but I'm gonna pull this out. I can hear my other dog wandering around out there, and I'm wondering what she's trying to do. Eventually is the plan would be that the other dog stays in here with me, but we're still giving her time to get used to all the other animals. The only exception I can think of are soul games, because even if you lose souls on death, there are farming locations to get more souls. I'm not worried. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe that's why I enjoy the gathering aspects of my cozy games. In fact, the only game I was thinking about playing at the end of me getting a decent amount of work done, which I was gonna work for 2 hours, meaning here in like 23 minutes, I'm essentially doing, or was it 23 or 32? 23 minutes? I could game a little bit, you know? And if I do game, it's probably gonna be a little cozy gathering game, one that I don't usually play during the Wednesday streams. I think this is all the collar front. I promise you, I'm actually multitasking great now. So this is the collar front. We want these things split up because when I went to do the mock-up, I was like, oh no, my idea for putting the word things like inside the collar doesn't work if it's not split up correctly. So this being the collar back and this being the collar front. Oh, I see what's missing. Wait, what is happening here? This is the back. I think I stole something I need for the collar front. I don't know what it is though. With the liner, this can actually come down. And the back should be in the back, of course. Shady, hi, welcome. Posture check! Dude, how did you know? Because listen, when I'm focused on artwork, I love doing it so much. My focus face is me being like 2 inches away from my monitor. Complete shrimp mode. And you can also pick up your lost souls, provided you don't die on the way back. Oh, nice. It puts it like in a backpack. I love any game that stores anything you lose in a backpack. Amen. Amen, brother. Like, can I get an amen? Because, oh my god, that's always the best. You've been playing Fellowship and having a blast. Oh, what's that? Let me look it up really quick. Fellowship. Hello. I just want to look up the game Fellowship. Early access game. Multiplayer online dungeon adventure set in an exciting fantasy setting with endlessly scaling dungeon runs. That sounds like something I'd be very interested in. I will be wishlisting this. I always collect for my wish list. Alright, it's time to do the thing. I must symmetrically push everything over. That's why I was separating all of these. Now, I'm pretty sure I locked my sketch in here somewhere. But to get around a lot of work, I'm gonna hide the text. Oh, before I forget, I'll show y'all what the other text is gonna look like. So it's gonna be LittleAsh and then Mary Kate regular things. And this will probably be red. Cool. So we know what we're doing with the font. I am definitely putting that in its own group. I should be saving it. There's the sketch. We've got the collar. Oh, collar back. Dude, you know what? I'm just gonna take these out of this group because I need them individual anyways. Collar back, collar front, ear, bow. High text. Okay. Here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna grab each of these individually. Percentage, because this should be 100% symmetrical. That's how I set it up. So if I just drop a 50% ruler, shift control copy my rendered portion, that is so hard to see with all that transparency there. Shift control copy, control V. Did that work or no? Alright, copy merge. Control V, edit, transform, flip horizontal. I should have just pasted special in place, but I'll take it. There. There might be a gap between the two, but I'll figure that out later. Cool. Gonna put that right about there. I think the funniest thing about seeing me work would be as a commissioner. You'd be like, yeah, dang, she really get all up in those details, don't you? I try to make sure everything is literally as precise as possible. I'm pretty sure it's a reward in itself. Alright, I'm heading off. Have a productive stream. Thank you! I appreciate you popping in. A sneaky feeling. What are you doing, Shady? Did you just wake up? Fellowship is basically the M+ system from WoW, but way better. It looks awesome. Like, just from the text description alone, I said, yeah, that is something I would be interested in doing. Alright, so I'm just gonna merge these two together now, and we have a symmetrical bow. There shouldn't be any gaps in here. Yeah, that is... Oh, I see a little bit of pixelation here that I don't like, but that is not gonna be visible. That is only visible to me. I have to accept this. So we've got the bow done, and then I'm just gonna do the exact same thing for this that I did. This is the collar back. It doesn't look like anything, I know, but I promise it's something. It's for something. It's just because it's a back piece of a different front piece. So I remember when I first started getting into animation and stuff, this is the part of my job that I honestly look at this and go, how do you even know what you're doing? And it's exactly the same way I felt when I first saw other people doing this. I was like, what are they even doing right now? Alright, edit, transform. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do edit, paste special. And just paste this in place. There we go. I keep forgetting the shortcut for it, but I'll reprogram my brain. It's Shift Control V. So now I'm gonna hide the color back. I'm gonna duplicate that. Edit, transform, flip horizontal.
Shady, you're at my table.
Oh my god, I love this game so much when people join you at the table.
Hi, Shady.
Welcome to the body doubling. If you guys are playing on together, I do have a server, a little like public channel going right now. You'll see my name. It just says like live body doubling with LittleAshThings live or something like that. I really like this game. All right, let's go ahead and merge these layers together. And this is the collar back. I promise it's gonna make sense while we're doing that in a second. Now we're going to hide that, and it's time to do the collar front. Same thing as before. I'm just gonna copy this. That is so hard to, boom, there we go. Shift Control copy. And we're going to Shift Control V, that pastes it in place. Hide this, there you go. Duplicate, and horizontal. Better if you, oh no, I didn't think about that. I don't like the symmetrical shine. I can do something about that later. Oh, that's right, I gotta do the tail as well. So I will have to plug in my tablet on PS.
Hi, baby. Come here, tablet.
I would love to actually see if my V hand works still, because I have V hand. You can't miss out on the body dubbing. Ooh, I mean, to be fair, he was one of the OGs there. I swear to God's bestie, this is one of my favorite things you've ever made me comfortable doing. Is just being able to body double.
It has changed my life like a billion times.
There we go. Aw, it's nice to get the tablet out. Oh, lass. She never gets any love. Alright. I'm gonna see if my V hand works. I'm genuinely so curious because I haven't played it in a long time. V hand is a piece of software that you can use that will sort of project your hand onto what you're doing. I can't use it when I'm working on my iPad because it reads off of your mouse clicks. So it has to be like a tablet. But let's see if this works for me here. I want to say I already have my own preset. Yeah, it should be this one. Now if I can remember, right? I think I just moved this off screen. Like that. Oh, maybe not. Oh! I think I remember. I think you stream it as a game. So like, if I do this, game, V hand, which allows transparency. I think that's how it works. See, there should be double now. Yeah, there we go. That's how it works. So if I take it off my screen now, oh, over here, and we now, oh, that doesn't work. How weird. Or would I have to leave it under what I'm working? Maybe that's what I have to do, is just leave it under what I'm working on. Oh yeah, look at that. Right? So now what it'll do is it'll kind of follow me. And what's funny is it literally looks like my pen. I love that it looks just like my tablet pen. So yeah, I'm gonna have a few things I'll need to do with this. Oh, that's cool, because if I don't need to use my pen, it's still Oh, I love this! Okay. I always forget that I bought this app. But it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Okay, merge layers. And then I'm gonna immediately go in here and fix what I don't like about this. Flipping mask this down. Flipping mask, okay. And then... Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, this is me in the zone here.
I seriously love being a graphics designer. Wrong brush though, that is way too hard of a brush. I need something like this. There is gonna be parts of this logo that are not symmetrical. I was just kind of cheating a little bit and getting some things copied over much faster, so that is my repair for that, and I can merge that down now. Color, front. Last thing is gonna be the ears, and then the bow. No, I think I actually finished the bow already. That was the first thing I did. So we'll hide the color. I'm gonna grab this, Shift Control copy, Shift Control V. Ear, left. I know that looks backwards, but just listen. Edit, transform. Flip horizontal. And we just... Well, actually, this might not stay exactly where I'm putting it, but that's okay. Because once I start getting the text in there and trying to fit this all into a rectangle, that is where the graphics designer part of stuff is going to get really just like, oh, okay. Can I not just mirror this completely? I don't think so. Well, we're just going to hope that that is symmetrical. No, we'll deal with it later. Cool, we can hide that. Now we're going to pull everything out. Here. Right. And my eyes are starting to go cross from looking at the transparent background. We know it's transparent. We've checked everything. It's good. We need the color front, the color back, the bow, the ear left, the ear right, and now we are going to pull up the text. This is where we're going to start messing with this part. I know for a fact that when I was mocking this up, which this is my current mock-up right now, right? So I really could feel myself trying to establish where the little ash is going to be with the things because I didn't have all the pieces split up. Now that I do, I'm going to be probably doing a lot of rearranging compared to how this original mock-up looked. This was just kind of where I knew I was going with it. We're definitely going to add a stroke to the little ash. That was one thing I noticed a lot of people do with these VTuber logos is they put a thick stroke on stuff, which is a-okay with me because I love thick strokes on all of the... Don't! Class clown, no!
Yeah, you do! Son of a biscuit! And I knew it was gonna happen. Just saying.
Where can I put our table that like right there? Oh, why is it showing a double outline of that? Oh, I know why it's doing that. For whatever reason, it's capturing on together as my VTuber. No idea why, but I was like, okay, I'll jive with that. I'm gonna tuck us like right up here because I never need that area anyways. All right. Window, arrange, new window. This is just a big habit of mine. I can understand why people wouldn't do this, but I love having an additional mirror window of what I'm looking at a smaller size. That way I can see what it's gonna look like when it's in a smaller space. Just like a composition thing. Alright, I've got my workspace arranged here. Now,
time to figure out what we're going to do. Kasky, yes sir. Yes sir, no sir. I mean, I wouldn't even... No. Just a baby. Just a baby.
we are gonna do an arc. I know that's cheesy, but I promise it looks actually kind of cute. So, not a distortion. But... And this might be... This looks very spread out. I think once I get the art going, I'm probably going to want to adjust some of the spacing on the characters. Where is the... No, not that one. Yes. Do this a little bit. Oh, I know. One thing I need to do for myself, because I have such... Listen, I'm trying to train myself as a designer to be better and better every day. Something I've noticed I've had this really bad habit of when it comes to logos is I don't stick to the ratio I'm supposed to be doing. So when it comes to this Vtuber logo thing, I've noticed a lot of them are quite rectangular. Shorter rather than... They're shorter and wider. That is what I need to stick to. If you look at this, it's clear that I'm starting to get into a square region of things. So I'm going to drag down a ruler here and a ruler here. Here. And then a ruler right about... Honestly, here would be a rectangle, right? It matters, really, but I think this would be a safer rectangle. So you can see what I'm doing now is I'm essentially saying to myself, hey, this is, like, not fitting the ratio I want. I don't want to make it smaller, though, so I'll probably just make my canvas bigger. What? I just wanted it to expand it with white, but that's fine. I'll do it myself. Wait. Is it gonna generatively expand it with white? It is! Yay, thank you. So I'm gonna pull these out a little bit farther. But it would need to get smaller. That's the thing. It would have to get smaller. How big did I even make this? I'm like sometimes I'm such an irresponsible graphics designer because yeah, I'm pretty sure I made it massive on purpose. This thing is huge. You know how big this thing is? This is 10 inches. And I'm over here worried about making it smaller. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, man. But essentially what I'm... Oh, no, this is the best part. That's why I kept all the components separate. Because the ears... We can keep these up here at the top. And I can even move them like closer in or farther apart. I haven't decided what I want to do about that. I think maybe the tails of the bow, like the bow itself can come up. Right? That fills in more of this rectangular space. Something, yeah. I think that's adorable. Is what I think. Yes. The ears kind of have some wiggle room. We can put those in a few different places. I'm gonna come back up here to the text. So if we put LittleAshThings, wow, it generated the background on this. I should have just done it myself. I even said I'll just do it myself, and I was like, oh, never mind, I'll just let it do it. This thing wants me to fight it. Oh, it did it in a mask. That is so weird. I mean, I don't disagree, but I can just merge these together. Is it really already ad time again? This is what I get for enjoying my job so much. How did time go by that fast? No. Not allowed. I must keep working. Well, my ad break doesn't start for another 3 minutes, so I can fidget with this for a little bit longer. I'm not even joking. That's how you know when your work is just your passion. It's the fact that you're like, just 3 more minutes, dude. Literally just give me 3 more minutes. So if Little Ash is about here, I could make this like a fraction smaller and then pull out the ears a little bit more. I think even the spacing of this would do better close up. For the sake of knowing what I'm overlapping, I'm gonna make the stroke temporarily slightly transparent. And then that way I can figure out, because things is supposed to actually go between the collar front and the collar back. I enjoy my job, but when it's time to go home, I am out. See, I wish I could do the same. This has to go in front of collar back, but behind collar front. See, that's basically what I'm trying to do. And then when I go to arc this, which I'm going to arc this as well, if I can remember how. I don't see it anymore for some reason. I know I arced this one. I'll find it. Maybe that's a good time to go to the bathroom when I can't even remember how to do a basic function. Where's the arc? Maybe if I do this. Dabby? Ah. Where did it go? I don't understand. To be fair, it can be a high stress job. True, true. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but that 2 hours has... Second hour is come and gone. I'm gonna go take my bathroom break really quick. I'm gonna stretch my legs as well. And then let me put on Happy Rags back screen for just a moment. You guys, oh, the new notifications though, hearing new followers and new subscribers is like the coolest thing ever. Alright, I'll be right back.
Do da do da do do do.
Okay, let's see if I'm here. You wanna come sit with me? Come here. I know you wanna come sit.
Puppy dogs.
Well, let's see here. Where was I? Pretty sure on things I'm gonna do a black outline. Oh good, okay. This font isn't buggy in Photoshop the way it was in Canva. Pretty sure I can pull the transparency fully up on this. There. And then, yeah, next thing I was gonna do is arc it. Which I seem to be struggling to remember how to do now. It is regular. There it is. See, told you that meant I needed a break if I couldn't see something very basic that I know how to do. Alright, I don't want to do it too much. I just want it to like... Wait, ooh, if... Oh, wait, that actually might be kind of cool. Not, like, extreme, but... just a little bit of distortion on the vertical. And then... I think... Alright. I mean, just... yeah, I don't want to go crazier than that. I think I'm going to stick with that then. LittleAshThings. That's gonna look so cute once it's in there properly. Look at that! That's adorable to me. Cause I think the little ash the things part is fine. Right? We definitely know what's going on there. I actually originally thought about tying the whole bow around it, but the idea of the rat ears and stuff, I was like, wait, that's cute. I like that. And I'm still gonna put more little accents and stuff, like decor around everything. But it's just gonna have to be one of those slowly coming together type of situations. So, the blending options on this, I'm gonna make the stroke a little bit smaller until I can figure out where exactly I'm going with the size on that. Oh, and the other thing I'm gonna do is start confining myself a little bit to... Oh, no. Oh, I can't just grab that? Why is it completely locked in together? No. I only want this part, and it's doing it relationally for some reason. Oh, that's why. Original ratio. Bro? There. Alright, pull that up. Looking more rectangular, so that's good. What is this thing back here? I see something back here and I don't know what it is. Whatever this thing is. Yeah. Is that another... Whoa! I literally don't know what that is back there. It's... Oh! Oh my god, that generative expand. Dude, you know what? No, I'm just gonna do a white background myself. That is gonna be a pain in the patootie to deal with. There. Alright, we're looking better. It's looking more rectangular, so that's good. I like it. I like what's going on so far. The things will be... This will be weird, right? So originally I had all the font together. But Little Ash is actually going to be behind things. Yet things has to be on top of the back part of the collar, and that is why I had everything split up the way I did. I'm just gonna name this a sketch because I keep turning it on trying to figure out what it is. I'm going to put it down here. We're not gonna mess with it anymore. So we have the collar front, collar back. No, that doesn't need to be turned on anymore. Really, this is the only folder we even need. All of this stuff can come up here. This can go down there. Yep. And then I'm pretty sure all of this can just go in its own group, and I'm just gonna call it original drafts or some originals. Yeah. Turn those off. Cool. So we've got the bow, collar back, collar front, ears. Everything should be... Oh, wait, no. This has to go there. Little Ash has to go here. And then the ears have to go there. It's literally like a puzzle. And Bo is behind everything. But now Things is back there. Just like that. We can now move forward. So I guess maybe my next move would be making the bow smaller or centering it more like upwards. I mean, this looks pretty rectangular to me, so I think I can stick to this ratio instead of the other one that I set up. And then I can move the bow up. Because I think that looks better where it's raised upwards. The ears might even come in a little bit. That was my other thought. Like taking... Oh, it's because of... Wait, give me this. Like that kind of? Oh. The ears need to be behind the bow. Yeah, like that kind of brings the composition in. That's kind of cool. Okay, I think I like that. Then I think what should happen is like the collar and the things I think should all come up a little bit. Like this should all get tighter. And I might have to adjust the size of the things. It looks a little bit big right now. Oh yeah, I really like what's going on here. I don't think I have the bow completely symmetrical anymore. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these rulers because now they're confusing me. That looks good to me. I like that. I should probably crop it to make sure it's actually rectangular though. Maybe here. How did I do that? Oh. That's weird. Okay. That is not even anymore, but I'm gonna fix it. I don't know how it got uneven. Hi, Fabian. Welcome back. I said I'd be clocking out after 2 hours, but no, I'm enjoying work too much, so. Next move for me. The little ash may be coming up and occupying more of this middle space. And I want it tighter. It feels really spread out. I think this is the one to tighten it up a little bit. Yeah. It doesn't go much more in though. Oh no, here it is. I had a feeling I wasn't doing the right one. I don't hate the idea of squishing stuff together, but I would definitely want to put a decent space here. Like that, LittleAshThings. Or does that look weird though? It almost feels as if it looks better when they're closer together. That looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro. Like what? Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. I don't hate it though. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'm gonna up the stroke for sure. I only lowered it for a second so we could figure out what we're doing with everything. But I'm gonna up it now. Yeah, see, that looks sick, dude. That looks freaking sick. I love that. Look at that, dude. Who did that? Me? I did that. You do what you feels best. I know, right? Well, it can be hard to figure out what I feel best. Yeah, I like what's going on here. I think I could even get away with pulling the things up a bit, but I think the size of the things needs to come down a tad. And then we can scoot it down into the collar. And then I think we can move all this up just a little. I'm just trying to tighten up these awkward spaces in between the two. Yeah. There we go. That's good. It's getting there. Yeah, that's still legible. Yes. Hi, puppy snacks. I love that. Alright, let's take a look at this without all of my rulers on top, because I know that can be really crazy for the eyes to read in on. Oh, I see a problem. It's a silly little problem that I don't know how I overlooked. Wait, no, never mind. You know what? Speaking of this is actually throwing me off a little bit. Maybe I need to... If it covers the shine of the ear, it actually looks a little bit better. Or it needs to go way higher than the shine. Like, it's gonna have to be one or the other. Maybe like that. LittleAshThings. You can't really see the rest of it. Does the brain actually infer that that says little? I don't think so. I might have to make the font bigger, taller. It'll maybe look funky though, like that. Wait, actually? Hold on, I like that. That works. That works very well. Ooh, it's coming together. I'm just saying, that actually, yes, I'm very happy with that. I'm just gonna close in a little bit on the, yeah, look! Wow, okay. So the next part. now that I know where I want the fonts and everything, I'm gonna challenge myself to do the thing I saw so many other VTuber logo designers doing, which is they like color the individual letters and stuff. So what I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to duplicate this, right? We want to do this. Wait. Yeah. In a non-deprecational way. So I'm gonna duplicate it, hide the one underneath. Duplicate this, hide the one underneath. Then I need to rasterize this level without the strokes though. Because then I'm just rasterizing essentially the words. There we go. I'm gonna turn this on and turn off the fill opacity. That way it's my fill-in that's rasterized that's inside. So that's good to go. And I'm gonna do the same thing right here. I've got little ash. I'm gonna hide the stroke. Rasterize this. Turn this back on. And then drop the fill layer. So that it's filled in with mine. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna save. So now we have a stroke layer, essentially. I can alpha lock the stroke layer. And then I'm gonna alpha lock this part. Where is my alpha lock? Oh, there it is. Use so many applications now, it's kind of hard to remember all the different ones. So I think first things first is we can all agree Ash needs to be some other something. Maybe I should do... I can't even decide what I would do. There's so many options. So much room for activities, you know? Like, I could put anything here. I've not done this in a long time. 100 opacity. There we go. Like, I've seen people just do things like that, where, I mean, I could color only one part of it. Maybe, ooh, should I do the ash, like, with squawbilly gooses? I'm just sketching this on to see how I feel about this, by the way. Please don't judge me. Don't judge me. Alright, little ash things. And then I could put... What's something else we could put that would be a reference? Or, I mean, I could even just do random lines and stuff. I could just do this. You know what I mean? I definitely like the idea of the ash part being squawbilly goose. That's cool. I don't think we really have any other common patterns or anything I put in my streams. Circles. I'm searching my brain. I'm thinking, is there any other... I mean, I could just color like the one letter. LittleAshThings. I could do a gradient of colors. Honestly, I kind of like the things just being black and red. It's mostly the little and the ash I want to put more on. Okay, here's what I'll do. Since I know I want ash to be the squawbilly goose one, I'm gonna start painting that in. Oh, I'm gonna keep this very, like, simple, stupid situation. I'll block it out like that. And then... For the sake of my sanity, I'm going to clipping mask my details. The fact that I wish I had my monoliner from my Procreate right now, that's so funny. You know, it's kind of funny that this is the type of music I love. It's like this or peaceful Buddha gongs and like babbling bricks of water, but this is the art that I make. It's like, yeah, that just makes sense.
Oh, stretch redeem. Arms up. Squitch 'em good. Ah, sips. Yeah. Deep breaths. 3 times. Nice. Thank you. Good call. Good call.
And then we got Dark Tide music. Dark Tide music's the best. Honestly, why did you just say that? Because guess what I now require? No, that was so smart of you to say that. Because especially while I'm working on stuff like this. Hold on. You did it, Shady. The white mind infected me. Especially because I haven't been able to play the game lately, but you know I will listen to the freaks and I'll do it.
That'll put me up a little bit.
Dang, has it really already been another 30 minutes? How does this happen? I really wish I had my monoliners in Photoshop. That's so funny. I think I can use this one.
Gigi hive mind. Dashibi.
Dude, I need to hire someone that does music to make me something like this for Aish. That'd be so cool. It's like all the writers. I could see what we would do for, like, your animation screen as well, by the way, Shady. I can already see it in my brains. I'm trying to think if I want to do a buckle on top of anything. I love how the ash looks. The thing looks great. I'm still gonna put... Oh yeah, I was gonna do the heart logo somewhere. The one that I always write on everybody. Okay. Man, I wish I had a way harder brush than this, actually. I'm gonna take the pressure sensitivity off. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that does help. Put this somewhere. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, it would have been better for me to do the bloody words for at the little part and then done this on the side. Darn it. Do you think should I just do it? Wait, you know what? Maybe I can just move it all over. Nah, I totally put it in there. I do like drawing it. Little ash things. I have to think about this now. For the sake of the piece, I might do that. Let me just duplicate this and see what it looks like. Oh, well, at least I wrote all of these on their own layer. I can just move these over and then paint under them. What do we think? I'm just gonna mock it up really quick. If we don't like it, then I'll just keep it how we had it. Let's see how we feel about this. Ooh. So if it was more like that. The little with the ash things. Dang it, don't tell me. It looks better, doesn't it? I should do the little keep ash black and then things. I mean, things could even be white. Like, we could do this. Oh, I know that's not working. It's because I did this. I could do that. Little ash things. Oh, that looks sick too. It's hard to choose, man. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to do the squaw goose on the little part. Ash that. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It looks cool when it's ash as well, but I don't want to flip over the heart logo because the heart logo is always on the left side of my head. I know it doesn't matter though. Like, I could literally just put it on this side and then I'd be done with that part of it. No, see, that just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit the same. It's not the same. Yep, I guess I'm gonna have to draw the bloody part for the little. Alright, I'm gonna figure out a way to do this. Yeah, something about the hair clip staying to the right, it seems to be important to me. But it doesn't need to be. Like, I could actually put this for the eye instead of what's actually there. There's so many ways I could approach this. I really do like it better where it's in the little, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Even though I already painted it all for this, I'm just gonna do it on the other side. Because if I don't, then it's just gonna bug me, because I'll know that it would have looked better. So I'm just gonna move all of what I drew for that over here. It might save me a little bit of time. You know what? I'll flip this. That. I think that'll be fine. Anyways. Is that a chat? I know it. Hear me. That looks pretty bad, doesn't it? Don't worry. I'm gonna fix it. We need to merge these layers. Flipping mask. I just want it to compositionally make sense. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna do that. I might have saved myself some time because at least having that outline split. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs from it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's that noise? You guys hear that? I'm tripping. I thought it was the game at first. Oh, you know what? I think it is the game. I think it's from the focus timers. Alright, I'm just gonna name this blood base. That might be easier to keep track of. Oh, it's... You know what I think that noise is? I think it's somebody fishing. I was like, what is it? There we go. Alright. This is actually kind of cool because I'm getting to connect it individually from my own lines. It's allowing me to make it look really unique for each letter anyway, so no complaints on that. This does make me want to play it though. It does make me want to play. That's so cute that there's somebody just fishing in my On Together world right now. The way I would go adore them if I wasn't busy working. No, I messed that up. Dude, that's gonna be even cuter if it's somebody that Shady knows. I kind of like that about when you hang out in other people's worlds. Like, your friends who might not know each other are gonna end up maybe, hopefully, hanging out too. Okay, I feel some areas I want to connect over here though. Probably pull this down. I'm gonna have to connect some more areas with the little stringy bits. It doesn't look quite right in some places, but I'll fix it. Okay, that's looking cool. I feel like I could just pull this down completely. Like, if I'm the one that drew those lines before, I can draw them again. This needs to all just come down. There just needs to be more weight up here. That looks cool. I'm digging that. Okay, let's make sure that things looks cool. Yeah, I do really like it so much better on the little part of it. I went a little bit low on the... Actually, no, that might work for the little. This is like constant argument with my brain. Just, oh yeah, that might not well. Yeah, there's one area I feel is a little bit too heavy, and I don't know if anybody else here in chat is also a graphic designer and can probably clock it the way I can as well. I bet one of y'all can. I know that y'all, a lot of y'all, even when y'all say that you don't know how to draw a stick figure, y'all are really artistic when it comes to, and when I ask y'all's opinion about stuff. For real. I clock it immediately. But the problem that I'm seeing, I'm going to go ahead and merge both of these together because they don't need to be distinct anymore. And then I'm going to do... oh, cool. It already kept itself as a clipping mask. So we're going to come in here and kind of carve out some of the weight here because it got a bit heavy in this area. I can either sit down here and just like erase it all, or one of my personal favorites, this lasso tool it, and then cut it out. And then around where the T's are connected, I like the idea of them being slightly joined that way, but this area here was kind of bugging me. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a heavier drop there. And then I want it to pull up this area. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. We'll see. I'll put it back if I don't. Something about this feels like it could do... Yeah! See that? Like how it just kind of divides the T's a little bit more. I love that. I'm so happy. This looks great. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna have my own Vtuber logo now.
Did I make it yet, Mom? Did I make it yet, Mom?
And then that means I get to make VTuber logos for other people. I'm gonna do a little bit of a heavier drip in this area. Yeah. Alright, time to do more stringies, I think. Because I lost most of my stringies in the battle. Now I'm gonna add another one, clipping mask. I could technically use a brush for all of this, but this is kind of the same way I feel about drawing chains and braided hair. Fishnet stockings, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's like I willingly sit here and participate in the pain. Truly I do. Oh, I see why I don't like what happened here. Not connecting to anything. There you go. Alright. That's looking... Oh, okay. I see one little area that needs some attention. Maybe two areas. There needs to be a little bit of goopiness about there. And then right up in here. There we go. Yes, I like this. I love this. That's amazing. Alright. Now I have to decide what do I want to do for the ash part. I really like how I flipped everything around because now I can put my heart logo here and it makes sense to me why it would be here. That's cool. Nice little accent. But we have to decide. I should put a red outline on that maybe slightly because it kind of just blends in, huh? Yeah. Let me put... That's what I'll do. I'm going to do a darker outline on the outside of this and then we'll have a better idea of the contrast. Because it's supposed to be like a hair clip. Might actually be easier for me to just draw this from scratch now that I'm thinking about it. Because I sort of just, like, drafted it on there. We'll test my skills of adding and then removing. In a way, I think I've gotten more addicted to adding and removing versus trying to just do solid line art. This also just matters on what I'm working on. Like this, I'm probably not gonna like it because I want this to be very like specifically clean. So what I'm gonna do here, delete that. Oh, I have a better idea. Options. Oh, and then I'll just clean up the line art. I will still do a similar color though. Like a darkish red, slightly saturated. Yeah, about right there. That's pretty sexy. The fact that I can say a color is sexy. That's a sexy color there. It's not alpha locked, right? No, it's not. So, there does seem to be something down here that's what's causing that to happen. But then I can just... Ooh, this music reminds me that what I really have been craving to play, that I keep not being able to work into the Wednesday weekly streams, has been Fable. I love Fable. I think we might do that after the stream, or after I'm done drawing for sure. There we go. See, that was so much faster to just drop a stroke on there. I'm gonna clean up some of this. Just make it a little bit tighter. A little bit cleaner. Yeah. That looks pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. And then, I do wish I could extract that line art. I guess I can do it the way I did the other one. So I'm gonna drop the fill of this and then drop the stroke of this. Because what I want to be able to do is rasterize. Wait, is this a line art? Yes, this is a line art. I want to alpha. I want to alpha lock the line art. That way I can color it a little bit because it's a very flat color right now. And the rest of this has colored line art. That's why it looks really freaking awkward. But if you just split the line art and duplicate it like I just did, I can come in here and hopefully fix that, unless it's gonna hate me. Please don't hate me. Why hate me when I love you? You know what I mean? Why are we doing that? Why no coloring? Oh! Is that why? No, I think I will have to rasterize it. Okay, I'll just rasterize it. I figured as much because it's a blending option. To be fair, that was my instinct, as I had to rasterize it, and I thought to myself, no, maybe I don't have to, but I do. Alright, put the pressure sensitivity back on my brush. There we go, look at that. It immediately just looks much better. Alright, so the lighting is coming from the center on this whole logo. And then just for S's and G's, I'm gonna put a tiny hit of slightly brighter so that it pops a little bit more. That looks good. And then a hit of slightly darker. Saturated but darker. Right back here. Because that'll make it pop out a little bit more too. Ooh yeah, that look good. That look real good. And then like right here. Yay! Cool. And now that I rasterized the line art, my number one complaint, y'all know this about me for real, is there's no varying line width. So I'm going to turn off the alpha lock. No, actually, to be non-deprecating, what you can do is you can keep the alpha lock, or you can turn off the alpha lock, and instead of doing what I was about to do habitually, which is erasing line art, you just mask it. And then I can still use my normal paintbrush. And this isn't deleting the line art. What it's going to do is just knock it back. It'll all be there. I'm just masking it off. That way it'll give it some varying line width. There we go. See? That way it's not so flat. So first I colored the line art in a non-deprecating way, and then I went ahead and decided, well, I'm going to mask it as well. There is a slight divide from where I kind of like split everything up, but I'm truly not worried about it. See how I just did this right here? Looks like I erased it. I hit X, switch to white, and that pulls the mask through again. So I can just keep alternating until I get this to look how I want. I don't see myself doing too much out here, but like here on the insides of the heart, I really don't like how this looks, and that looks really crunkly, and not in the good way crunkly. So I'm just gonna mask out some of this line art. I'm not deleting it, I'm just masking it out. I think masks are probably one of the most intimidating things. That and gradient maps. Two of the two most intimidating things that I never wanted to interact with because I was so scared of them. And then the moment I started using them in my art, I was like, what? Why did I wait so long to do this? Because they will save you a ton of time and a ton of heartache. There you go. So much better already. Alright, so I've thought about what we can do for the next words. It is going to require me drawing it on top, though. So, oh my goodness, how has it already been another hour? You're joking right now. Oh, I love the flow state. I had no idea it had been that long already. So I'm going to use a red pen just to sketch out to you guys what I'm thinking so far. For the final words here. I'm thinking for Ash, if we do like a straitjacket strap here and here, maybe? I keep wanting to put a straitjacket strap somewhere, but I don't know how to work it in. Because if it's too light colored, it might be hard to see. So maybe I could just do stripes. Like that's the hard thing about logo work, is I'm a very detailed worker. I like putting lots of little details, clearly. And logo work is a lot about keeping it very simple. Same for emotes. I love the challenge though. So here's the thing. If we have to run our ads, I think they actually probably are about to start themselves. It looks like my stream elements box is not talking for some reason, but I'm going to run them. Is that going to work? There it goes. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to get those ads out of the way. I go to el baño. Oh, hi, Yudoko. I'll be right back. I promise. I just have to make myself take a bathroom break. Okay. I'm very ready to keep working on this. I heard the timer go on my game, so it's like, oh, that's supposed to be the break timer? Well, dang. I'm not taking a break.
Wait, I told it not to do wait timers with ticks.
Let me check this. What am I doing with timer? Sound. TikTok focus, TikTok. Oh, okay, no, yeah. So we're on another focus session. We're just a minute in. I'm so silly. Goodness me. Alright, here we go. So the thing I was thinking, like I said, was possibly straitjacket straps. Oh, and I forgot one more thing that we have to draw on top of this, you guys. It's going to be the rat tail. So the rat tail is probably gonna come out like this. This will be another part that's not symmetrical. That's why I completely forgot to do it in Procreate, but I knew I'd be drawing it on in here. So I'm thinking we can do something like that, where it's gonna come out and then up, or I could do something more like that, right? Or it's off to the side. Kind of feeling the idea of something in between. So maybe if it comes out like this, and then curves back like that. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe more from behind, like this, and then it comes forward. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think I like that, actually. So I could do something like this, this. No, yeah, I like this. Alright, I'm gonna delete the other ones, because I don't need this. My paper, squunkly monoliner. I think I have a Suda smoothed brush that I usually use. Yeah, this one. I wish I could package all the paintbrushes that I use that have just saved me so much time, but some of them are actually free paintbrushes I've gotten from other people, so it just feels like it wouldn't be right at all. I've modified them a lot compared to how they were when I first got them, but it still feels weird. Oh, I lost my curve just there. This ticking time while I'm doing line art is insane for my psyche. It's a lot like listening to a metronome. I don't particularly benefit from that type of stimuli all the time. It really matters what I'm working on, but... That's why I like using Procreate for my line art. I don't have to redraw lines as much. Why does it look so funky like that? Is that at 100%? This is like my normal go-to brush and it looks weird. It looks fine close up, but far away it is looking very strange. I might have to do this part on, like, draw the tail on my Procreate. Because I don't like how that looks. It could be the stabilizer doing that. All I know is that's basically where I think the rat tail should come from. So I'll just keep that off to the side. I'm gonna put on my rat tail idea. Hide it for now. Because I was doing something completely different before I even realized that. I finished the heart. I think I like the size of that. Maybe a little bit smaller. So it's not quite so invasive. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to resize the original one in case I decide to keep it, so I was duplicating it to keep it safe. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Where it's smaller. And I feel like angling it with the A, the inside of the A is kind of sick as well. Looks cool. I almost don't even, I don't think I'm going to color in the red on the little. I'm not going to render that. I'm going to keep everything in the back rendered, and then the font, I might end up coloring the line art because, there's the line art. I separated those on purpose since I noticed that other people were coloring even the line art of it. Where is it? This. So this should be... Did I not rasterize this? I might not have. I will right now. Because I'm gonna have to rasterize it to paint it. But if I pull the opacity all the way up, which it's at... There. Then... I should be able to alpha lock. And then I see people doing this. Don't do that to me. Should be this one. Oh wait, what? Why? Hold on. I'm confused. This should be the color fill-in. Yeah, this should have a 0% fill. Why does it still have a fill, dude? That is so strange. This should be rasterized. There. What? That was so confusing. But wait, what? No, go back. Hold on. Aww. This is what I want rasterized. Just the stroke. Yes, this is what I wanted the whole time. Fighting for my life over here. And then I'm just gonna make it slightly darker. So I saw people doing this. Essentially. Like they're coloring the line art and the inside of the words. Like that. Like that's cool. That looks sick, dude. I love it. I mean, I might also want to color the outside line art of the bottom part too, though. But in a way, it kind of makes it look more layered on there. I don't know. I'm really going to have to decide how I feel about all of this. Because once again, I've never done one of these before. So this has just been a really cool challenge of trying to figure out doing logos like this. It looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to me. I can say that confidently. And in a weird way, I think that's kind of a good thing. Like... This is a weird split up right here. I don't really like that. Oh, it's because of the L, though. I still feel like there's one more thing I can add in here. Some reference to my straitjacket, but I'm just not sure how to do it. I keep thinking I want to do it with the S. I'm gonna try and see what I can sketch on there. Like some sort of straps or something. What if I do like this? Oh. That would be one arm. This would be another arm. Maybe I could wrap them like that. I don't know. I was thinking of doing it like this. Do it on the H. Okay, wait. The H might work out. That's a pretty good shape for that. Yeah, I think we can do this. Oh man. It is so weird doing line art on my regular tablet because I'm very used to using my iPad now. I'm gonna do it in blue because I can't see it in black. Then I'll just change it black after. So my left arm, okay, when I fold my arms, my left one goes under, my right one goes over. So I might have done this backwards. It'll have to be like the right one. Oh, I love it. That's actually perfect. Alright, I'm about over working on this, and then I'll probably play a little bit of a game before I leave. Wait, which one is... This is my line art. This is my line art, right?
Oh, that's got the eraser selected. What in the royal?
I think essentially I'm gonna put the straitjacket like here. I think that's hilarious. It looks great. I love it. I can't think of anything else I'd really put. I mean, like maybe a chain somewhere. Like going from one of the ears to the collar or something, but really, I think it's perfect. I love it. I have thought about when it comes to the things part, the text, if I maybe want to, I don't know, change the outline color to white. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know. Nah, I think I like the black. Or I could change the actual font color to white. Oh, that's right. I know why it's not working. I keep forgetting. Because I have this color split up here. Like, I could do this. I feel like that would, I don't know. I guess I'd have to test it on the different background colors. Because this would be on a black background. It looks great on a black background. On the white background, it kind of looks a little bit like too much white. I wonder what happens if I do with the red. Yeah, then that looks like too much red. But I mean, maybe that's what works for it. Yeah. I think I like the red. I'm gonna stick with my instincts on that. I do have to... Now I'm gonna have to do the line art for the straitjacket part. I don't know if I'm gonna like render those pieces much though. I might just leave them on top very flat the way they are as accents. And I did have this very natural instinct to want to put some sparklies somewhere. Like, not outlined ones, just, you know, maybe something here. Here. And then maybe here. I do. I love shiny things. Oh, wait. Maybe I could put a shiny here where it would be more evident. Like in the darker areas. Yeah, like that. I love shinies so much. Paint them out a little bit. I might have to move that one to where it's more evident. Like this. Yeah. And then one down here. Hmm. Oh, I can see that one little pixel.
Oh, a new voice has joined.
Really? It makes you follow to text? Oh, that's annoying. I didn't know that. I'm gonna try and see about changing that. Thank you for letting me know. Also, hi, Ponachi. How you doing?
Thank you.
Sorry, I was super locked in there. I love doing the shinies here. Man, now I'm excited about trying to do other people's VTuber logos. I can see why this is very fun. Just call me Mr. B.
Miss Maya B, Maya B, Maya B.
Mr. B. That like Bizby or Busy Bee? Wait, I feel like I made a pun on accident. There we go. All the shinies. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. I don't even want to have to stop working on this. I feel like I'm so close to being done. Let's check it on a transparent background before I get too excited. Okay. Let's see it on a black background. Oh, yeah, I really like that. Looking cool, thank you. I've never done one of these before, so I'm challenging myself. Yeah, the straitjacket part of it is not quite as evident as I'd like, but I don't know, maybe it's insinuative enough. I think I put it underneath this layer here, yeah. H-wrap. Merge these or no? Ah, I see what happened. Get out of here. Oh my god, it's amazing looking. Ah, stop, really. Coming together. It's coming together, it's it. I think if I just shape some of these outlines, be a little bit more insinuative, it'll make sense. So that the eyes can assume with the straitjacket on somebody's arm. Yeah. I love it. This is so silly. I can't say I've ever done alphabet art before, but you know, when I was a face painter at the world famous San Diego Zoo, yes, that is the name of it, there was these really cool artists, right? Because think about it. You had to go on break, and this place was huge. So you weren't the only face painters there. There was usually different stands with different groups of people who worked as face painters as well. There was also henna artists. Us face painters also did henna. But then there was these people that they had that did brush letter art. And it was the coolest thing ever. They would make every letter look like an animal. When I would go, oh, and then we had caricature artists as well. But I am not even joking when I tell you, not even exaggerating, I would stop and just admire the people that could do that letter art stuff because I thought it was so cool. Okay. Yes, I think that's what it needed. Because I kind of get it now. Like, even I was struggling to get my own point, and now that I put some of these wrinkles in, I'm like, oh, I get it. It's like straitjacket. Okay. Or at least some sort of folded fabric. Did we put anything else on the things part? Maybe, you know, maybe we should tint it a little bit. Let me see about that. I'm gonna tint it with maybe a darker red like this one. Maybe a soft airbrush. A soft airbrush under a lasso. So I'm gonna do lasso like that. Wait, that's too far. That's too low. Like that. Okay. And then... Ooh, I need a soft airbrush for this. Soft round. I could either do this or I could do more distinct, like coloring in only specific letters. But that might be a little bit distracting. I think even the darkening of it is too distracting. I might like it without. Like that. Yeah. I still have to do details on the squawbilly goose, because that dark red outline is going to have to go on other parts of it as well. Where is my squawbilly goose? It's right here. Yeah, this can all get merged down. There we go. So I think what I want to do with the squawbilly goose, those little gaps, I'm gonna have to fix those as well. These little tiny ones here. That is a problem for later. We gotta break it down into little steps so we don't get overwhelmed. This is the wrong brush. I need... No, my pseudo ratio is looking weird right now, I think. I'm gonna do squonkly. Why is that not clicking correctly? Oh, it is. Okay. Just making sure. No, it is not. Alright. I want it to oh, because this is clipping down to this one. Darn. Alright, I might have to keep working on this later, because I can feel myself getting to the point where I'm like, oh god, I'm sick of looking at this. Wait, why did it just... What just happened? Scare me? We good? Yes? Okay. Oh, I want to finish this so bad, but I think that's good progress. I mean, that was like, what, 3 hours of straightforward work? Sorry, 3.5 hours of straightforward work. Definitely gonna screenshot this. I wish Mel was still here so I could get her in the screenshot, but that's okay. I'm gonna put it in the games and apps channel. I love it so far. I'm trying to look at it with my current eyes to critique what I know I'm gonna fix later. I definitely want to add some depth to the squawbilly goose somehow, but I don't want to go too into it. Like maybe just put a little bit of an outline connecting to where the colored line art is. And then I guess I could technically, on the little part of it... Oh no. Did I merge the line art? Please no. I might have. No, I wouldn't have because I had to color it. Here it is. Little ash line art. I think I could... Hi, how are you doing, Ping? I think I might end up darkening the font for the little part. Ooh, no. See, because then that's going to take away from the contrast we have here. I think that's the problem. So I'm probably just going to have to keep the little part big. Yeah. I'm going to color the bottom part of the squawbilly goose that I did. And I'm not going to render out the sleeves on the H or the logo or things. I think those three I'm gonna keep flat elements, and then I won't feel like it's not balanced. That'll be perfect, actually. One thing I'm seeing that has been driving me crazy is this little area here. If it doesn't actually add strength to the design, just take it out. Like, that was not adding strength to my design. In fact, there's another thing right back here that I was leaving, and I'm gonna get rid of it too. This little area. I'm just gonna make it kind of disappear this way instead. I didn't mind that it was dripping down, but it was just going too far. It was like a really weak tangent. Cool, that looks good to me. And then keep these together. Yep, I'm just gonna have to color in the bottom part of the squawberry goose. I think if I just select, yeah, that, I should be able to blood depth do what I'm talking about relatively quickly. I don't want it to be really thick. I just want it to kind of blend this area in. It looks so just sudden. What? That scared me. I don't know why. Nothing even happened. I was just like, oh, what? What is he? Yeah. Dang. Yo. I'm way too excited about this. Like, I cannot put it down. To be fair, it's like I have to be so careful with making sure I balance out working with playing, because I just love doing this so much. I will not give myself adequate breaks. I told myself I would stop after 3 hours. Yeah, it's almost been 4 hours. Do you see what I did there? I lied. Oh, I forgot about the new dark tie classes, man. Oh, I feel like I need to do something with that. That looks funky. There's not like enough movement in that area. You know what's funny? I'm gonna end up not even gaming. Because I'm gonna be so hungry by the time I stop working on this. Which isn't a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing at all. Okay, where did I say I needed attention? I think it was... Oh yeah, this right here. Wait, why is that like that? Hmm. That's not on. Maybe because of the clipping? Yeah, I think it is because of the clipping. Okay. Welp. What's good is I have it here. Just have to color it in. I'm not keeping that. I'm gonna make it sort of drip off this way. Need that. I'm essentially using my own stencil right now. I'm just telling it what parts I do or don't want. I'm gonna have to paint on top for that though. Okay, that works for me. This should let me erase all this other weird stuff. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more just custom for this area. Like I want this to connect right here. I got kind of erased in the process. This, we do not need that. All. Alright, cool. This looks kind of funky. Yeah, sick. Okay, now I'm just gonna drop the darker parts. This looks kind of funky now. I feel like something should be connected here somehow. That's such a drastic drop. Oh no! Still won't notice me. I'm alright, how are you? I'm doing pretty amazing. You might have asked me that ages ago. I've just been very locked in. Alright. I think I can put this down here. No, wait. Because this is... Yeah, it is the clipping mask doing that. So I'm just gonna have to clipping mask this on as well. Everything gets a clipping mask. And who knows what it clips to, because I won't name anything after its appropriate layers. think any little things I'm gonna have to fix, I'm just gonna fix like this. Straight up. Because this is not gonna be animated. At least I hope not. Jeez. And same for this little area. Yes, this is definitely a stopping point. I think we did very good today. I sat here and did way more than This is why I love doing body doubling streams, so I just really don't think I would have gotten all this done if I'd been left to my own devices. So then I get to thank y'all for hanging out and helping me do it. Alright. Yep. And yeah, instead of gaming, I'm actually just gonna go and eat some yummy food because I got a lot of work done. So here is our stopping point. It was very fun. I can't say if I'm done or not yet because I kind of usually when I finish something that I've worked on this long, I'll take a step back. I'll look at it again, figure out if there's anything else that I need to fix, and I don't know. I really like how this looks. There's kind of this is definitely a hot spot that I'm noticing that I'm gonna want to mess with. I don't know what's going on with it, but I might have to just manually edit whatever it is to make sense for me, or maybe I'll put more of like a white thickness behind everything on the letters. I'm not sure yet. That's the part where I just need to take a break and actually figure it out. But this has been so incredible. And I wonder if there's somebody... I don't actually have a whole lot of other artists and stuff that we can bug. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this stream, honestly. Wow, it's hitting me. I was locked in. Oh my goodness. It is definitely food time. I really appreciate you all coming in, seriously. And if you get an opportunity, we are counting down to our giveaway stream. It's gonna be this Wednesday from 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time. We're actually giving away more than like 3 different kind of cozy / creepy games. We got a little bit of a theme going on with that, but I'm very excited about this logo. I can't wait to polish up any last things that are bugging me about it, and hopefully y'all will see me using it very soon. I also appreciate y'all popping in to hang out with me on a body doubling stream. I'm hoping to do a lot more of these more often because I love getting so much work done with y'all. Until next time, I hope you all have a super amazing rest of your day. I know thanks to all of you, I'm going to have a super amazing rest of my day.